Thank you, Madam Chair. Welcome, Maryam Rajavi. I still remember my last visit in Camp Ashraf in Albania, where you and your people had to move from Iraq because of live threats from the Mulah's regime and attacks, very severe attacks, deadly attacks from the regime and its so-called revolutionary guards. And I'm also always remembering how proud I was 10 years ago when it was under the EU presidency of my country that your organization, PMOI and MEK, were delisted officially by the European Union from the blacklist. So since that time, you have been completely free to spread your message across Europe and elsewhere. And I believe that it's worthwhile even more today, because what we see now in the region is a changing balance, a changing equilibrium. And once again, we can see Iran and this fundamentalist theocratic regime in a very good appetite to become a regional hegemon and to take power and to control almost all neighboring countries. They did that in Iraq, they did that in Syria, they did that partly in Lebanon, they were trying to do that in Yemen. And I'm afraid that European Union is still either unable or unwilling to recognize the real threat stemming from Iranian regime. Because if we allow them to become regional hegemon, then we are facing a real security threat for the entire continent, for the entire European Union. And I'm afraid that Madam Mogherini, very soon the former High Representative for Foreign and Security Policy, fortunately, was promoting, on the contrary, appeasement policy, and she was bowing in front of Mulahs, and she was trying to find some kind of political and economic deal, which definitely didn't work and wouldn't work. And I think that we, instead of this, should rather show a firm and principled position and firm and principled stance. And your organization is the best organized, best structured, and most comprehensive exile opposition to that regime. I believe that you deserve our full support. Your 10-point plan that includes separation between religion and state and equal rights of men and women and abolition of that penalty is a very good guideline for the future. So once again, EU needs to support your movement for both for the sake of democracy and also for our own interest, our own credibility and our own security. I hope that we who gathered together today in this meeting room are able to understand that, but not only that, that we are able also to pursue that message further on to those who are still unable to listen and to receive that message. Thank you very much.